You have a meeting with Matlala for the first time. You don't know him. He is introduced to you by this guy, and he tells you his problems. And he asks for your interventions. And you acted as per his request. Am I putting it correctly?
Yes.
Yeah. And then he tells you that they are trying to persuade him to lie under oath against Khumalo. As a national commissioner, you know that lying under oath is perjury. It's a criminal offense.
Yes.
You know, General. Now, it means this guy, Sibiya, was attempting to commit a criminal offense. Am I correct? Had he succeeded in his attempts to influence Matlala to lie about the jewelry that was stolen by the police, he would have committed an offense. In fact, both of them, because Matlala would have signed the affidavit under the influence of Sibiya. So that will be perjury. And Sibiya succeeded.
If that is true, happened that way, I would concur, I would agree with you.
Don't you think, General, that you became irresponsible and reckless by making an intervention on a matter that required the police to act? Because my view, if you can ask me to advise you after getting that instruction or that request, I would say tell Matlala to report the matter to the police so that the police can investigate. And indirectly, by your intervention, you helped Sibiya to escape, because had you allowed Sibiya to do whatever he wanted to do and trap him, maybe he will be behind bars today for trying to break the law. So you made a political intervention in a legal matter which required an investigation by the police. Don't you think you were a bit irresponsible and reckless?
Two things on my mind, and I've mentioned it before, honorable member, that I could not have allowed Khumalo to be made a scapegoat. Second thing, I did say to Matlala, must go and speak to Khumalo. You say I should have told him to go and speak to the police. I did tell him to go and speak to Khumalo. What I've said here, I don't know if they did speak, but I did tell him to go and speak to Khumalo. Khumalo is a police, by the way.
Yeah, no, I'm saying to report a matter. Remember, it involved Khumalo.
But Khumalo,
I'm saying, General, to advise him to report or to open a case so that the police can investigate. When you tell Khumalo, it involved him. So he couldn't open a case. To say, Matlala, as a former minister of police and as a former national commissioner, I know the law. I think this is the best way we can approach it. Now, you invited your participation, unnecessarily so, by making political interventions in a matter that required the attention of the police. Today, if what you are saying is anything to go by, we are sitting with a person who has not been punished for attempting to commit a criminal offense, Sibiya. He has never accounted for what he attempted to do because of your political intervention that you did. What is your comment on that?
My comment is the same answer, that I did tell Matlala to go and speak to Khumalo. Khumalo is a police. So Khumalo would advise, but I did advise. I didn't say that he must go and speak to the magistrate who. I said go and speak to Khumalo, who is the police. And Khumalo would have then synthesized what to do with that information. But my advice was speak to Khumalo, who happens to be police, a very senior police.
Now, General, after having this meeting with Matlala, the meeting was in December, right? Am I correct? The first meeting?
Yeah, was in December.
It was in December. Then in January, Matlala offers accommodation to you. Between that meeting in January, were you communicating with Matlala, either telephonically or physically? Have you ever met between the first meeting and the date on which you slept in his apartment?
Yes, we were communicating, but the communication was coming from Mabonga. These snapshots, or whatever shots, were coming to me from Mabonga that this what has been sent either by the minister or Mkhwanazi. I guess most will come from Mkhwanazi. And that the one that will make me even communicate further is the one that I know of Pandey, where I realize that this thing is getting escalated to the level that I need to sit down and discuss it.
So during that period, you were talking about the same matter that he introduced
It would
to
be
you.
that matter and other matters. For instance, the other matter would have been the Sibiya and minister having to deal with somebody that has sent somebody to prison now is a good time. Somebody going to the KZN, those would be short snaps that would be sent. That is a communication. Which communication that needs to deal with Khumalo, especially Khumalo and Mkhwanazi. So the explanation and the discussion will be around understanding further on those matters.
So when you get there on the date where you were offered accommodation, who do you find there? Was Matlala there in the apartment, or he sent somebody?
It was Mabonga.
It was on the date where you were given accommodation to sleep. So Matlala gave an instruction telephonically that they should let you in, correct?
Telephonical to who?
No, I'm asking, General. I'm not making a statement. That is why I'm saying correct. I want you to correct me, to give me the correct version.
Now I want to note, he gave instruction to who? To me or to the hotel?
To the hotel.
No, I think he sent something, he wrote something.
To the hotel.
To the management, yes.
To the management.
Yeah.
So you didn't see what he wrote to them, the content of the
It was
message.
read here.
Yes.
It's the one that says,
Because you,
is my friend
is
and
your-
the business partner, if we could give them the access.
Okay. So you sleep there, and then after sleeping, you slept for 2 days, right?
Yes.
And then you never met him. You left having not met him
On that particular day.
during that particular period.
No, we met because the issue was to speak about these new things, to expand on it. That's why I slept there, because we had a meeting to further explain about these shots that were sent to him.
Yeah. You said, General, the statement that you have made was suggestive of a person who is remorseful for
Person
having
who is
met, remorseful for having met Matlala. You said you wish awuzange uhlangane naye. That's what you said. I think you have put it in Zulu. You said you wish awuzange uhlangane naye.
That comes late when I know who he is.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but initially, when he has not been arrested, when he has all these things, a normal person, no, I don't regret the time. But it was information as we go on to say, it does look like I met a wrong person.
So you meet this person, General, for the first time. He gives you a delicate instruction which involves operations in the police. After that, he offers you accommodation. But still, you don't make a research of who this person is. And what are his intentions?
What,
So you just,
what information, delicate information? The information is about me.
no, not about you, General. You said this person told you about many things, that he's being used, that there's influence, that he must write an affidavit and lie about Khumalo. That is delicate. That is sensitive.
No, that is first meeting,
Yes,
honorable member, yes.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.